Hey folks, I want to take a minute this morning while we're waiting these last couple of storms out to get out there. I want to take a minute to discuss some of the red fishing or our sight casting trips, but how we go about it, how we approach these redfish sometimes. And I figured it'd just be a little different. Don't really discuss the red fishing side of our business as much as the wading, but I know it'll help some of y'all out there. So one of the things that we do in certain areas, we get into little marsh ponds or outside shorelines, drop-offs. Some of my most favorite stuff to fish is creeks. And in these creeks, when we get into them, you got a bunch of little feeder ponds coming into them and stuff. One of the important aspects of it is to obviously ease into that creek as quietly as you can, but I like to power pole down and just sit there. And it's the longer you sit, the more accustomed these fish seem to become to your boat. And you'll see them swim right beside the boat and not even bothered by it. And obviously we're being as quiet as we can on the boat. We're not making a bunch of movement, to where we're not causing like the wakes from the boat or something like that by walking up and down it or one side to the other, anything like that. I mean, we are just standing there watching. And this goes for some of these shallower ponds too. We'll float into these little ponds and power pole down and just sit there and wait for that sun to pop out or wait for the sun to get right. And you'll notice it. I mean, even though you came into this pond from one certain way, the longer you're sitting there, you may have fish coming in that same entrance before too long. Just the other day we were sight casting and we had a little bit of off-colored water, so we were really taking our time in this shallow marsh pond. And I told him, I said, hey, let's just power pole down, sit here a minute. We're playing hide and seek with the sun, so let's just hang out. And it ended up to be an area that we sat power pole down in for 45 minutes and had fish coming from behind us, had fish come from out in front of us, and things like that. So when you're sight casting or when you're chasing redfish, it's to me it's very important to slow down, take your time, and ease along as quietly as you can. And it's a lot of fun chasing these reds up and down the shorelines and banks. And I hope this information helps out a little bit. We do have areas that have some spooky redfish and stuff like that, and it's just because it's high traffic areas. You need to maybe hunt redfish off the beaten path, so to speak. And I think you'll find you'll have some good success doing so. Y'all be careful. Looks like today's gonna clear out. Looks like the wind's gonna back off a little bit. It looks like tomorrow and Monday may be a little on the dicey side as far as some more rain. So, if y'all stick around and try to get out there, just remember to be safe and mindful of others. All right? Thank y'all.